Jojo. Jojo, what are you doing? We have to do the intro, Jojo. Jojo, come here. We have to do the intro. What are you doing? You're letting everyone down. Yeah, good enough.
You terrify me deeply.
You wanna know why I went away for a bit again?
It's because I was finding your location. Check your closet.
Biting the hand that feeds me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bite the hands that feeds me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. Bites the hands that feeds me. Are you okay? That hurt? I'm so sorry. Bites.
I cast power word E.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty.
That's what you get for having one less HP to pass it. I have hidden a golden ticket in one of my posts, and whoever finds it will get to go on a marvelous tour of my whimsical tower, in which I will not kill you and you will not be killed. You will not be chopped up and used for spell components, let me make that clear. Ignore the Doompa-Loompas. Don't worry about them. Ladies, gents, and nuns, the Jakey has been seized by the Weevil Nation. There's literally nothing we can do.
Oh, sweet Jesus, what do we do?
The dopest things about horses is that they're basically grass engines. Like, grass goes in and fast comes out. Most things that produce fast, like cheetahs and cars, use much more heavily processed grass, like horses and oil. And yet horses are producing the fast with only the grass. Are you okay? I told him he can't eat the street lamp, and now he's been sulking for 20 minutes.
God forbid you let a king do anything.
Mario's here to say, you got to eat your mushrooms every day.
No.
What if I don't like mushrooms?
Choice isn't a factor in this. Yahoo! Eat the mushroom.
Do it.
Time for a fun game called Can We Finish a Shower Before the Edible Hits? Good Lord, there was boob soapy in you.
No, you don't get it. I am a good person. You don't understand. I am a good person, which makes it okay for me to think violently about the enemy, who is a bad person. I'm commenting you should be violently murdered because I'm a good person and you're a bad person. You think saying that to someone is so fucked up? You should be violently murdered. You're probably a bad person anyway.
You fucking get it?
Hey, I was just at Kroger, and I think I just saw your living weapon look both ways sheepishly before scanning her dehumanizing barcode tattoo to see what would happen. It rang up as Mountain Dew Voltage. So, is that intentional, or...
Why would you, an artist, draw two pretty characters hanging out and loving each other? To make them kiss? Scandalous.
Hey! Let my personal blorbos be and let them cuddle.
Knight posting this, princess posting that. Who is tilling the fields?
You don't hear from the field workers because they aren't posting.
They're surfing the internet.
There are no surf posts because they were almost exclusively illiterate.
That doesn't stop most Tumblr users.
How dare you say we surf on the poor?
Yeah, we cast your boyfriend through time to suffer countless bizarre forms of torment and suffering. Yeah, he's stuck in about 2023 and is currently drowning in the fucking slop. Yeah, sorry. Trick or treat!
Here, have a nuclear bomb.
Ooh, a treat for me, but a trick for everyone else. How nuanced.
I'm too sober for this.
I say before taking a huge chug from a wine glass full of chocolate milk.
Takes the edge off, man.
Dudes, being online is so scary. Aren't you guys worried about the worldwide spider?
We'll get George to eat it.
Now that is what we call a thinker.
Rule number 1 of Tumblr polls is never include a joke option if you don't want it to win by a landslide. Because Tumblr users have one committed relationship in their lives, and it's to the bit. I have one committed relationship in my life, and it's to the bit is something I may have to put on a cross-stitch or t-shirt.
Skateboard will be so fictionalized that people forget we all have one inside of us. Like the war, of course, but like they aren't just fantasy creatures. It's just in there.
Hi. Skateboard?
Hey, so skeletons may have autocorrected to skateboard. No, I distinctly remember a scene in Lord of the Rings where Legolas pulls a fucking awesome indie 360 over the fucking wall.
Totally normal guy playing Wordle.
I really recommend Atone and Guilt for starting words.
Well, at least they didn't say,
Mortis. Did let my friends scan you gamers?
and invented a bomb that's activated by sarcasm.
Oh wow, what a fantastic idea. No, you fool!
Oh my God, look at her. She's sleeping. It looks like she got hit with power word Eep. No one move. No one move a muscle. That's a baby. That is the world's eepiest baby.
Due to the intense nature of this conversation, some of the excessive F-bombs have been replaced with my favorite F-words. So let's start.
Canned ravioli.
They come in cans?
Have you not heard of canned ravioli?
Because I'm a regular human who boils the ravioli and throws sauce on it afterwards or something? What the fuck
Farquaad.
do you mean canned ravioli?
Dude, have you not had canned ravioli?
That's what Chef Boyardee is? I thought it was just like, just the sauce. No, it's the whole ass plate? Canned ravioli? I'm not American, what the fuck?
Dude, we're weird. Just wait till you find out about easy cheese.
What the fishy is easy cheese?
Behold.
Regular
Farfignugan.
humans, you put the raw ravioli, in the boiling water, wait a bit till the fucking dough isn't raw anymore, then you put it in your plate and you eat the cooked ravioli.
Get the
Full-bodied.
gun.
What the fuck type of food are you eating? The only kind of ravioli that is acceptable is toasted ravioli. Also, putting cheese in a can is a disgrace towards Mother Nature, and if you do it, you should be beaten with rocks in the town square.
It's toasted? I thought ravioli was boiled.
That's who the fuck boils ravioli! No, what the fuck?
Farquaad.
You buy the ravioli from the store, then put it in the oven for 8 to 13 minutes, and eat it! Sometimes with marinara sauce, but that's gross! It's commonly a side dish for pizza, you uncultured swine! In what world would it be appropriate to boil ravioli? It is crunchy on the outside and beefy on the inside with some little green things. It's so good if you don't burn it!
What the fuck do you mean it's a side dish for pizza?
What the fumble? You mean you put it in the oven? What in my mother's holy pantheon do you mean it's crunchy? Any type of pasta should be crunchy, you
Farquaad.
pasta? Pasta? What the fuck are you on that makes you classify ravioli as pasta? In what world is it classified as pasta? How do you see this and think, oh yes, beloved pasta?
Oh my fucking god, this post again. Also, side dish for pizza?
Every person on this post is on copious amount of drugs. There's no way otherwise.
I wish I was.
And don't worry, us Americans also view easy cheese as an abomination.
No, but like, I look at this and I think it's pasta. I mean, is that not... Have I been wrong? Have I been wrong in all these 35 years of living?
What is that plate of ravioli? That is not ravioli!
Please help me. All I said were 2 words and now this is happening. Send help, I'm scared.
Rip.
Reblog, I've never eaten ravioli before, so I think it's supposed to be a ball filled with soup.
Stopping. This is the most heated argument I've ever seen on this website. Also, I've never had ravioli, but I think it's like a dumpling had a baby with a hot pocket. Honestly, you're exactly right.
Why are you bringing this back?
The perfect demonstration of how the internet brings radically different cultures together, allowing us to discover the most mundane differences that seem so separate from cultural practices and regional differences that we don't even stop to consider the possibility of their existence. Until it's shoved in our face, forcing us to confront the true nature of how horrifying everyone else's ravioli is. That is the most beautiful description of this argument about Chef Boyardee beef ravioli.
Now which one of you will give me the formuoli?
That's a good dog right there.
Fill your body with cranberries, so the horse that kills you gets a sensual surprise when he begins to feed.
I will give the horse that kills me no such luxury. Interesting dates on these posts. How'd you guys do that?
Oh, damn, this bus stop is perfect. Now if we could just find somebody to stand upwind of everybody and smoke a decrepit cigarette they found in a tomb.
Wind chimes are honestly one of the greatest inventions. An instrument for nature to play. They're so humble and of such pure intention. Me adding a new tag to my block list. I'm so glad my beloved mutual has discovered a new source of joy.
Bro, you're whimsy. You forgot your fucking whimsy. Ugh, dude, your solemn and somber attitude is scaring the hoes, man. The fuck you doing? Aw, if you were my daughter, I'd feed you berries every day without fail.
You'd make sure they weren't poisonous first, right? Right?
Eat your berries before the horse gets here.
Do you hurt worse in the autumn than in the summer? You may be taking fall damage. That was good. That was good. You snooze, you lose. Anti-nap propaganda. Changing it to you snooze. Yay! Yippee!
The loss of the audio jack is due to Puritan culture hating on penetration.
And yet it's okay when the USB-C penetrates. Okay, I see how it is. Okay.
If a black cat crosses your path, it's bad luck. But if you kiss them on the forehead and give them pets, you can turn it into good luck.
It's true, bro. Trust me, it works. Just trust me.
Hey, how much screen time do you think you have per day?
I don't ever want to think about that in my whole life. Please and thank you.
Hey, why did the Dead by Daylight devs give, the Xenomorph Queen so much ass?
Hold on, I gotta look something up. Holy frickin' moly!
What if your doppelganger wasn't evil? It was just a person? What if your doppelganger wasn't trying to replace you? It was just trying to learn to be a person, and you were the best model it had? What if your doppelganger looked at you with your eyes and said with your voice that it just wanted to be loved? What then? That is a horror of a different kind.
What the fuck is Kingdom Hearts? Sure, boss. I'd still be a henchman if you was a worm. Thank you, Big Tony. I just wanted to be sure.
Oh, no! They're trying to kill me on this website. Psst, psst. Hey, come here. I got some spaghetti. No, don't worry about the thwomp shape, Shadow. Don't worry about it. It's got oregano. Is bisexual in a non-binary way that pisses you off? There's a second one. We shall either be lovers or rivals. Or both. It could be both.
Quacking in my boobs over this.
Quaking!
Boots, fucker!
Hey, girl, your boobs look like they asked for grapes at a lemonade stand. Oh.
Reblog to kill a British person. Instantly.
Oh, look. D-Wiz.
I wonder how fucked up it would be to take one of those and just spray it directly into your mouth.
Oh, my fuck, guys, shit, greatest moment of my short life. When a cat likes you, it's like being elected president. When a bird likes you, it's like being chosen King Arthur, ruler of Albion, the once and future king, gifted with Excalibur, born of blood and magic. You know what? Fuck you. On tandem's your mouse.
Enhance.
There's a cat there. I'm gonna sneak up. Maybe I should narrate my things out loud.
Black Friday is stupid. Why isn't there Purple Tuesday? Wrong blog. The silence has yielded.
Can all the lesbians on my dash just hand the pretty girl a shiny rock or something already? I'm worried about you guys.
Scary.
You go out there and claim your happy ending right now, young lady. Grab it by the horns.
Pretty girls with horns?
No, it's an expression.
I want a pretty girl with horns.
I've decided to not make motivational posts directed at lesbians anymore.
That's fair.
Wait, but is there a pretty girl with horns? The post is over, lesbians. Go home. Very cringe, sir.
Alfred seeing Bruce in the batsuit for the first time. I was gonna chill tonight, but the siren call of world building and writing is too strong. I just gotta make it happen, man.
Why does everyone say that they played someone like a fiddle? Fiddles are actually pretty difficult to play. Why not say, I played him like a recorder, like a xylophone, like a triangle? I think it's got to do with the detail and subtlety. If you play someone like a fiddle, that's like Iago or some shit. If you play someone like a triangle, you just told them there was like free food somewhere when there isn't.
I once read the following exchange.
You played me! Like the cheap kazoo you are.
Which in my books is a pretty epic burn if we're going to be making musical comparisons.
You, sir, have played me.
Like the bootleg Hatsune Miku software that you are. Apple Bottom Jeans is a beautiful name for a gnome.
Boots Witherfur is a joyful name for this gnome's friend. Baggy sweatpants and Reeboks with their straps are the two orcs that are hunting them.
And boy, did them shorties get low.
Oh, damn, girl, the power of love and friendship aren't working. Time to kill someone or whatever. Here we go. Today I learned of a colony of ants with no queen, no males, and no offspring, comprised entirely of non-reproductive females that live in a disused nuclear bunker in Poland. The colony is supplemented by ants falling through the holes in the ventilation which cannot escape.
Found family trope.
Tumblr.com. If you fuck up a meal, just call it Chicago style and serve it anyway.
Chicago style screenshot. Oh my god, it's crunchy.
No, my laptop isn't making that sound because the fan is about to die a horrible death. It's just purring because it loves me. They're boiling him out in a cinnamon stick for flavor. I guess that's how you make Bengal spice. People who interpret character playlists as playlists of songs the character would listen to, as opposed to the good and honorable playlist that represents the character, are so alien they're chasing me and my cat around the spaceship. The metaphor got away from me. Much like the cat. Punches you, but my hand is coated in ibuprofen dust so it immediately cancels out and doesn't hurt.
Hugs you, but my torso is coated in nasty spikes so it immediately cancels out and doesn't nice.
Nothing's you, but it already had no effect and there's nothing to be canceled out.
All right, JoJo characters, let's calm the fuck down here. Found out that stoated is British slang for being drunk. Does this baby look drunk to you?
Yes, I've seen them dance.
Game Maker is such a funny name for a game engine to me. Like, yeah, pal, it sure makes games.
FYI, we're now putting poison in the chips because we think you're stupid and we hate you. Sorry, this kind of energy is making me think it's the meme that goes around anytime like a chemical is like found in food or like they redact something. Like it's a picture of like, I think it's RFK and he's just like, listen up, liberals, radioactive shrimp.
Anytime I want something low stakes to be mad about, I think about how they cut bagels in St. Louis.
Wow, that's some Chicago-style cut right there. Absolutely horrid that 10 hours sleep does not cure you of all that ails you.
Doesn't even cure me of being tired. What the fuck? They told me that was like the thing.
I wish I lived in Tokyo so I could daijobu hamburgers into my mouth every day.
Daijobu means okay or I am okay. Pucky?
I wish I lived in Tokyo so I could never be questioned again.
I mean, just try being right and you won't be.
No.
Oh, look at her. Look at that baby. Hello. Hello, tiny baby. Oh, she's coming. Oh, she's coming. Hello. Oh, baby.
Before we start the video, the results are in. 6,900 of you voted, which first off, nice. If the background should stay pink or get funky again. And well, 88% of you said you wanted it funky again. So,
To ease in the other 12%, let's just do a slow transition here. Okay, here we go. This is nice and slow. No one gets scared. No one gets scared. Change is fine. Change is good. Change is good. And there we go. Funky.
You know, it's crazy how the printer is the only piece of tech that acts up like that almost every day of its life. And we just, like, accept it. I don't think I've ever met a printer that actually wanted to be a printer. I think most printers have dreams of being on the stage. Hey man, is it cool if I bring my pet AirPod? No worries if not.
You can let him in.
Oh, burnt my bread a little.
Oh shit, new Goron delicacy just dropped.
Hey, whoa, calm down, people. Can't respond to everything at once. Like, jeez.
September was practice. In October, I'm getting my shit together. In November, I'm getting my shit together.
In December, I'm getting my shit together.
Next year?
Next year.
Magical Girl shows are good, because their attacks will be something like Super Love, Sunshine, Friendship Beam. But make no mistake, Super Love, Sunshine, Friendship Beam will end you. Super Love, Sunshine, Friendship Beam will leave a crater in the ground where you once stood. You cannot underestimate the power of Super Love, Sunshine, Friendship Beam. I feel like it says an attack you see in My Little Pony. Oh god, was My Little Pony a Magical Girl anime this whole goddamn time? My dad is a diver. He used to dive with seals, and he said they would just, like, play around you, and they basically were just mermaid dogs.
I want a mermaid dog.
Sometimes I wish I had the confidence of an online polyamorous white Gen Xer from the Pacific Northwest who just got a new crystal necklace and is using it as an excuse to post a tit pic to a chorus of praise from excitable bearded pagans and bisexual Barnes & Noble's employees who do burlesque. I love reading this each time I see it. It's like the golden ratio of words. Stairs are so funny. Falling 100 meters once will kill you. Solution, fall 10 centimeters 1,000 times.
They invented all these neat C prefixes and people still talk like this. Falling a hectometer will kill you. Solution, fall a decimeter a kilo time. Meh.
Does anyone else remember being in, like, middle school and every adult over the age of 30 being like,
drawing or writing on your hands is literally the most evil thing you can do and can kill you?
My friend once put their maths homework in a bottle of water and drank it, then became ill and wasn't able to go to school the next day. Pen ache is really bad, you know. Okay, but you see the difference here, right? Like, you see the difference between drawing on your hands and drinking homework juice, right? What the fuck is no one naming their children after Greek goddesses? Name your fucking child Persephone? Bitch! If it makes you happy, my name is Demeter.
In my experience, people named after Greek goddesses are some of the most ethereal, chaotic forces I have ever encountered. Our art department's nude model, for example, is a woman named Hera. She's stunningly beautiful, rides a motorcycle as apparently her only vehicle, grows all of her own food, and keeps bees, turtles, and a dog named Argus, who she walks around town with a peacock feather attached to his leash. I am thoroughly convinced she is not of this realm.
I'm pretty sure you just met Hera.
Do I actually want to write this fanfic, or do I just want to wallow in the delicious daydream like a pig in the mud?
Yeah, unfortunately, I wish for others to wallow in my magnificent mud pit. It's got a slow burn of two hot anime characters like you wouldn't fucking believe.
Housewives were not banging out spurk fanfiction in the 60s for you to be AI generating your fic. Pick up the fucking pencil, you degenerate. MP3 player wrapped. You listen to songs. I love you.
I love you too, MP3 player. Thank you for letting me keep my music instead of having to rent it.
Yo, do you want to see the best trail cam photo ever? Let it be known. He is chilling like crazy.
Bro is just straight up squelching, dude.
Writing dialogue? Easy. Describing where everyone's standing during that dialogue and adding action tags? Impossible. Can't be done. Will never be done. No way. For all you know, they're just directly up in each other's face. Those fuckers at the store sold me no-purpose flour again. What the fuck do I do with this?
You could tell the age of this website demographic looking post.
You laugh. My flower is bereft of purpose and you mock me. Hell upon you, fool!
Would you, consider me a household name?
Only if your head is mounted on our wall.
Our? Oh, you all live in one house? You never gonna agree on which wall to mount my head on, you know?
Oh no, we're trying to write characters who speak with the royal we, so we've been practicing it IRL to get the hang of it.
Oh, I get you. Very nice.
Don't behead me.
Jojo, come here. Come here. Tell me your woes. Tell me your woes now that you're 2 years old. Do you have those yet? Do you have the woes? I don't even think she knows what that word means.
Abby is a thick girl. What an absolute unit. She chonk. If our tweet alienated you, please know we are deeply sorry. How can you not show the picture of Abby? Oh my god, look at her. She is the chunk.
Tumblr user T-Boot, based on your knowledge of crime and security, what store do you think would be the easiest to steal a mannequin from? Mannequin store.
This is what the Animal Crossing developers think cool means. They're damn right, you fucking moron. Holy shit, look at that. It's like Guy Fieri's toilet.
I'm a human body. I'm gonna solve all my problems using mucus. I require more fluids.
Well, what'd you do with the fluids I already gave you? Did you make more mucus with them? Oh, you made more mucus with them, didn't you? It is really weird. That is a thing the human body can just do. Opens up Clip Studio. Blank canvas. No idea. Close Clip Studio. Open up Clip Studio. Blank canvas. No idea. Close Clip Studio. Open up Clip Studio. Blank canvas. No idea. Me. For the love of God! Ah, finally. Horse. Oh, baby Lemon Drop looks rather worried about the bubbling volcanic mudflats in Reykjanes in Iceland. Oh, I know. Looks like she's about to melt into a baby lemon bar. My coworker said he was having a bad day, and I said,
It can't be that bad. You haven't started howling like a sad dog yet.
and he let out the saddest, most pathetic little howl I have ever heard. And I was like, damn, okay, do you need to have like a break? I am banned from manager training for making my coworker bark. This has become such a meme at work that I asked the store manager how her day's going, and she just went, oh, I'm going to start calling American music A-pop. For no reason. Oh, my mutuals are posting about their A-dramas again. Before you print, you need to make sure your printer and your computer are talking to each other.
I'm just not getting through to her these days.
I'm not helping until he asks me properly.
The Microsoft Productivity Pack for Windows 1992.
Why do the computer and printer have a complicated relationship? Have you met a printer?
I know some fic writers get stressed about writing tropes they think are too popular or overdone, and I need you all to know
that I just spent 4 hours reading every iteration of the exact same fic plot I could find, and they all brought me an indescribable amount of joy. Just listen. Sometimes you want cakes of many flavors. And sometimes you just want 9-carat cakes. There's nothing wrong with that. You maybe want to see how everyone's doing a carrot cake? You don't know? People are like, so what are you up to?
and I'm like seething with justified rage.
Chat, name the character. Somebody has learned I was keeping the paper towels on top of the fridge and then taught herself to jump on top of my cabinets, so my paper towels are no longer safe.
You know, if you're going to Weblog on Tumblr, please clarify it's about someone who follows you or not.
You could say they follow me everywhere around my house. The other day, one of my coworkers halfway referenced the Spider's Georg post, but stopped before he could actually reach the Spider's Georg part. Like, I can't be sure that's what he was doing, but one coworker said,
you know, people swallow several spiders every year.
And my coworker said, well, that's just, it's not true. No, you'd wake up and just, there was a look in his eyes. I just know. Hey, approach him later and ask him about shoelaces. Not the quote, just shoelaces. Not obvious, but obvious enough to be suspicious.
waging psychological warfare against one of my team leads starting tomorrow. Uninstalls default gender and installs gender that runs 3 times as fast. Free and open source genders. Uninstalls default gender and does not install a replacement. Runs gender in an emulator. You guys are all missing out on the best one. Recompiled gender. We took the gender, decompiled all of its source code, and made it better. Like adding gyro aiming and 60 FPS.
Look at how cute she is against the Christmas tree lights. Oh my goodness. Jojo. Jojo, Crimbus is approaching. Why are you sleeping? Hey, here we go. Why are you sleeping? Get out the Crimbus stuff. It's Crimbo. It's Crisis.
You ever feel like you're not even a main character in your own life? Yeah.
A wizard does not concern himself with employment. Now, filing taxes every year as a freelancer, however.
Writing prompt. You are a humble baker selling your pies in a medieval village. Unbeknownst to you, you're an NPC in an RPG, and the devs gave you ridiculously high stats as a joke. A speedrunner is now abusing every last trick, glitch, and dialogue option in the book to get you to kill the final boss for him. Can you smell what Pat the Baker is cooking?
Jesse, don't touch that. That's the growth potion I've been synthesizing. No, Jesse, don't!
Yo, Mr. White, you're all tiny and shit now.
Whenever I injure myself doing DIY, I come away with 2 injuries, because after the first one, I'm like, that was incredibly stupid, no way I'll make that same mistake twice, and keep working, and guess what happens next? So, did you by any chance just injure yourself doing DIY, and more importantly, are you okay?
I'm fine, it was only the drill. Please tell me your body has the same number of holes it started the day with?
Topologically, yes. So glad you didn't drill through anything. And colloquially,
Skin damage only.
I'd very almost healed up and was feeling smug about it. Anyway, guess who has 2 identical drill injuries on the other hand? Well, that barely counts as an injury. That's just respect for symmetry. Darren, do you fucking have stigmata now?
I have some fully completed shelves is what I have. Ignore my hands.
Jesus, probably 12 BC. I don't fucking know.
Cats have been bothering their humans since the dawn of time.
This sculpture is from 2011 by artist Sarah Swink.
Cats have been bothering humans since at least 2011. Moss survived 9 months outside the International Space Station.
Okay. I survived 25 years outside the International Space Station. Who gives a shit?
Technically, most moss is outside the International Space Station.
It is like talking to a fucking genie with you people. Getting complimented on your makeup is cool, but have you ever been stared at by a baby because of your makeup? I was on the tram today, and this little toddler was looking me up in a mix of awe, fascination, and bemusement. Was wearing my thick wings and my black lip. 10 out of 10.
You're E. Coyote, beautiful lesbian who falls off cliffs a lot.
Is that anything? Yeah, I've got the Wikipedia page for Rat on cassette. You fucking wish you were me. So how ridiculous an outfit can an outfit be until it's unsuitable to wear for a job interview? Does it depend on the fit? Can I dress like a JoJo character and still get the job? At which point does the guy look at the fit and go, nah, fuck off? Update, someone turned up at the group interview in a full goth attire. Nobody cared.
Oh, it's winter. You know what that means.
Time to fill the room with crows.
Deck the halls with 100 crows.
A McDonald's-style restaurant called Nothing Burger that sells apathy meals and average size mac and fries of indeterminate origin. Yo, I want some fries of indeterminate origin. My 2 greatest fears are permanence and change. Wait, I forgot about the strongest fuck ice mummy. What is an ice mummy if not both permanence, the preservation of mummification, and also change? There's an ice mummy here now. You can't get this site on any other site.
AI is here to stay.
From the visionaries who brought you, NFTs are the future.
AI art's only life-sustaining support is rich or lazy people who want to LARP as artists. And I will die on that fucking hill.
Me at age 5. Aw, Rudolph is so cute.
Me at age 18. What kind of fucked up DNA do you have to have, though, to give birth to a kid with a light bulb for a nose? Me at age 24. Oh, Rudolph is so cute.
Why the eugenics, 18-year-old me?
Fuck's going on there? Having kinks is so embarrassing. Like, I'm sorry I told you I want to fuck a big scary demon. I played pretend as a kid and it came back wrong. If the demon is evil and wants to torture me and eat me, why is he hot?
Da-da. Da-da, da-da. Da-da, da-da. Da-da, 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 da-da. It's like it just keeps going forever.
All right, let's get to the chase. We all want a third installment of this. Give me the goddamn tits right now.
Well, I like your moxie.
Take out the sweet one grinding. Enough! Give us the big bazookas now! Well, take your pick, soldier.
Whoa! The melons!
Melons. And the text is in blue. I got it! You want blue melons! What? When the giant milkers? Alright, look, I'm not gonna ask questions. You do what you want to do. I'm a stupid fucking dickus! We need big, fat hoggers! This is surely a honker.
Starving. Mary, please have the doctors.
Fine, straight from the labyrinth itself. Heard there's some really good chests inside. Can you show us the chests? Oh, very well. Let me just... Oh, son of a bitch. Someone pulled them into the ocean. Ah, okay. This may have been a mistake.
Okay, don't panic. Just keep an eye out for a talking fish. Oh, sure. Is that the Titanic? Wait, that thing up ahead? Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Get out of there. No.
Hey there, if you want to find my sunken treasure chest, you'll have to try better than that.
Classic. Now, seriously, the boobies. All right, fine.
Wait, they won?
What planet is this? It's Earth. Viewed from 15 degrees to 145 degrees, the center of the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is huge. If they make an Earth flag, it should be of this angle to piss off the most amount of people. None Earth with South New Zealand.
The amount of time you have to spend on this website to still remember the deep lore, like none pizza with left beef, only to apply it to this post, truly boggling.
Okay.
Hello? Yes, I would like to science, please.
I enjoy that every single human's reaction to penguin is unrestrained delight. And penguins lack large terrestrial predators, so their reaction to humans tend to be,
Hello, strange giant penguins, what are you doing? Do you have any fish?
I will reblog this on my deathbed.
Please let him science.
I worked with toddlers and preschoolers for 3 years, and sometimes I accidentally slip and tell a friend to say bye to an inanimate object. Say bye, bus. And occasionally, they unthinkingly just do it.
I'm glad that there's a teacher version of accidentally called teacher mom.
When I worked in medieval times, occasionally I would slip in real life and call people, my lord. One time, during family prayer, Dad began, Our Father, who art in heaven. American Airlines, how can I help you? Missed opportunity to go, and with your Spirit Airlines, how can I help you? I love when a character is a scientist and their specialty is science and they do science in a science lab. No specifics, no clear goals, no clue where their funding comes from. Don't even worry about it.
Science.
Known and probable human carcinogens. I hope nothing on this list is in my house, lol. Neutrons.
Shit.
Purging all the neutrons from my house.
Smart idea. New problem.
Don't lie to me. All of you are either dreamt about owning a book cafe with a floor-to-ceiling shelves and crazy cats kid, or dreamt about working in a very old library uncovering secrets and blowing dust off paper in some archive kid. And it shows! What do you mean, were? What do you mean, or? 2025 stats. 0 Dubai chocolate ingested, 0 Labubus bought, and 0 episodes of Stranger Things watched. There they are. The legend. Doing a reverse Mary Sue self-insert where you make up an OC and give them all of your worst personality traits.
Wait, that sounds like a smart idea.
Not an apologizer, but a contextualizer. Yes, the character did that, but please understand the circumstance. Yes, they had other options, but they had to make this choice in a sea of available bad choices. And it also made the narrative more interesting. Won't anyone think about the narrative? The contextualizer is forever lost in the sea of loneliness. For in this day and age in online discussions, context doesn't matter if the scene or the character makes you squeamish or uncomfortable because you can't digest art properly!
She literally does not give a damn what that old fool is yelling about. The lion does not concern herself with papa.
Wow, the App Store has really stepped up its game. I didn't set my iPod on fire for 5 notes. Please like this. My cat was wandering around going, brrr. So I was like, in here, and he goes, brrr. Shoves my bedroom door open with his big round head. It flops on me, as in hard enough that it made a little oof noise when he did it, followed by a Category 5 purring event. There's good in this world, Mr. Frodo, etc.
Used to date a guy who was 6'4" and I'm 5'2", and one time we were arguing and he took a picture of me from his eye level to show me what I looked like from his perspective, and honestly, that was so disrespectful.
Say what you will about Jurassic World, but literally every problem it had would have been so much worse if the earlier Jurassic Park 4 script had been made instead. Like it's even more of a shooty gun man kills bad guys and monsters movie than any of the Jurassic World movies have been. It had even more needless monstersauruses in it. Shooty gunman doesn't spend months training raptors, but instead a couple of days training human monstersaurus hybrids. There's an explicitly evil corporation called Grendel. John Hammond hired Shooty Gunman to recover the MacGuffin Barbosa canister from the first movie years after the fact so they could make even more hybrid monstersauruses to kill all the non-monster dinosaurs. It's so dumb. It's so very dumb. Thank God Spielberg killed it.
I guess the Jeff Goldblum quote from the first movie still stands strong.
And I gotta throw this part in, because apparently when I did the last chest video thing, someone threw a fit because I forgot about this thing that they sent to me months before I did the video, so I'm sorry, I'm doing it now. Patrick, we ask this with 0 jokes. We ask for the big pillows. We ask for the boulders that are held on the shoulders. We ask for bosoms, melons, milk factories, busts, fun bags, knockers, ballistics, boobies, jugs, nipples, jubblies, and more importantly, stonking great tits!
Sorry, I tried to add something, but Tumblr agents broke into my house and wiped my portfolio. Oh wait, that means...
Oh no!
Tumblr.
Imagine if you will. A young man, tired beyond belief. Perhaps even eepy. This young man will be faced by forces beyond his control that will try and drag him from his cozy and warm bed. That force? Capitalism. Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
This is making me very uncomfortable. Good. Learn to deal with harmless discomfort. Many on here need to be learning this lesson. Like yesterday. Girls with ADHD playing long RPGs like, I am overwhelmed by the state of the save file I left off of with last time. My attention arbitrarily fell onto this game. It's time to start from scratch. I fucking love this game. I bought it on my console and PC and then the remaster too. I have no idea how it ends. I only get like 40% of the way through the main story each time. Chat, name the game. I hate when I type in the first letter of my email and the text box immediately goes, incorrect, fill in a complete email address. I'm still working on it, chill out. Why is it so hard to conclude essays? I said all that because fuck you, that's why. More video essays should just end like that. Like imagine H-Bomber guy just does like a 4-hour-long video essay on like Miyazaki or whatever, and then he's just like, all right, I'm done. Get the fuck out of my house. Yeah, I'm doing good, you know. Besides the underlying feeling that I'm fundamentally incapable of fitting in a society, besides that, I'm chilling, you know. It's great.
You should turn into a dragon. You know, for your mental health. Treat yourself. Is photoshopped.
Honestly, in the age of AI, that has a homey sort of nostalgia to it. Remember when people used to put in effort into faking things? Can't believe this is where we're at, where Photoshop is the nostalgia. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Phantom of the Opera, and Beauty of the Beast all speak to one of humankind's most consistent questions. Can Frenchman be loved? Only if he's a little bit of a freak.
I already fucked up 2026. 2027, my year for real.
The earlier you reblog, the funnier this is. Most of the time, good words come to me. Then sometimes this shit happens. She hadn't kissed freedom only to die before she could fuck it. Bad news. I've been convinced to keep this line in the book. It is kind of a fire line, not gonna lie. Was about to come over and post, what do lawyers need those 3 extra inches for? Then realized I probably needed to make it clear that I'm talking about U.S. standard paper sizes. Sure you were, Phoenix. Sure you were. The Triforce of Zelda is composed of the elements of Hatsune Miku, Kasane Teto, and the yellow one. You don't give Nero this disrespect. Men and women are not opposites. Men and women are not enemies. Men and women are 2 parts of a broad coalition which fights against a mutual enemy. Inkjet printers. My God, they're right. I forgot that Americans spell it mommy, and that therefore strong as fuck ice mummy was unambiguously about some sort of undead ice lich. And not ambiguously about some sort of buff frosty MILF archetype like I had been imagining for most of the past couple of years. Emma Frost did things to people, man. Unfortunately, I do believe post-haste is one of the funniest words out there. How quick am I doing something? Fast as fuck, my good sir! In 2026, do not ask yourself whether your art is good. Instead ask, is it sincere? Was it cathartic? Was it fun to make? Is it made by me? And don't forget to stay silly. Very important part of the artist's life. I hate it when I'm trying to just take a normal drink, but it turns out I'm thirstier than I thought, so I end up gulping it down like a goddamn cartoon character. The absolute indignity of waterlust. Spam like equals block. Yeah, okay, buddy. When I wake up to Tumblr notifications of someone spam liking my stuff, I start giggling and kicking my feet. Low key love the word grasp. There's a desperation to it. You can never casually grasp something. So true. A mouse girl with huge tits? You know, you could have just said girl with huge tits, and it would have been totally fine. But no, you had to add mouse to it and make it sexual. Wait, what? After Christmas, it's Boxing Day, where Boxing Dave goes around punching people. He cannot be stopped. He will not be stopped. He's been doing this since 1830, maybe earlier. The police try to grab him, but he phases through them and punches them. He's immune to bullets. We're all scared. Please help. Yeah, I would say we could probably send in one of our own boxers to go fight him like Jake Paul, but apparently he got his ass knocked the fuck out!
What? Why are you giving me the evil eyes? What? Why are you like this? What? Are you going to kill me?
Oh, you relapsed on yearning again, didn't you? No. Jessica wants to fire the laser. But what, pray tell, will he do for a living after that? Just gonna leave the laser out in the cold? I do have to say, no matter how shitty any sort of media is, or how shitty your own creations are, always remember, at least it's not AI, ba-dum-bum. My mother is playing Pikmin and yelling at them in the exact tone of voice she uses for me and my siblings. So we go into fight or flight every time. We thought initially that this meant she regarded the Pikmin as akin to her children, but now I fear she's always viewed us as Pikmin. Did she ever throw you by the stem to attack a giant bug? First thing I'd do as a skeleton is drink red wine from a goblet and have it spill out everywhere. Second thing I'd do is play my ribs like a xylophone. RAM should cost $1, and every AI peddling CEO should be fed to a large beast. Mr. Beast? He is being fed to the beast, too. He's called Mr. Beast because he's first in line to be fed to the beast. A bird pooped on my head on the way to work? How do you know the bird was on the way to work? Don't make me angrier than I am. In 2026, remember how good writing feels. Remember how satisfying it is to get your characters to the point you have been dying to get to, where they will experience the love, fear, relief, or whatever the feeling you want to bring to life may be. Let this year be the year of writing, progress, and of satisfactory endings. You're goddamn right. I'm sorry, but if an ancient dragon wanted to be my mate, I would simply ignore the imbalanced power dynamic and problematic age gap because it would be really hot. Ah, yes, golden rule number 1 of fantasy. It's all okay as long as it's a dragon. Get your knives out and cut this glass onion, the dead man said, awakely. This fanfiction writing is easy. I have the heart of a lover with the soul of a hater and the mind of somebody with really great tits. Me listing my spell components. There's something so funny about talking about an OC you haven't properly drawn yet. Like, yeah, there's this guy. I know you haven't seen him, but you gotta trust me on the vibes here. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. Hey, quick question. Why didn't no one ever tell me how fucking insane MASH is? Their commanding officer is a horse girl. The secretary has psychic powers. This guy walks around a 1950s military outpost in drag, and everyone's just like, hey, nice dress. The protagonist, who's supposed to be the best surgeon in the entire Korean War, spends every episode strutting around drunk in a Hawaiian shirt making homoerotic wisecracks and asking the nurses to step on him like some sort of unhinged bisexual Jimmy Buffett. Guys, what the hell is going on in this Army Doctor show? Isn't it beautiful? It's a really good show. To me, in 2016, if you're still on this website, fuck you, but I understand. Girl, you're not gonna believe this. Ah, trebuchet. Hey, sorry, can you stand a little further back and we can try again? Should I call it a tray bucket? No, don't call it that again. This sickens me. Boiling is a horrible way to cook chicken breast. But they look so happy about it.
Good morning, cruel world.
Don't you mean goodbye?
No, I meant good morning. This world may be cruel, but I'm still kicking.
Hell yeah, man. If you ever asked what the most erotic metal is, it's mercury. No doubt it's mercury. What does silver have that mercury can't do? Jewelry? Jewelry isn't erotic because of the silver. The eroticism is the gemstone inside. Being solid at room temperature? Psh, every bitch does that. It's just not sexy.
You know, 9/11 could never happen today because the Twin Towers aren't there anymore for some reason.
9/11 could never happen today because it's January. To those watching probably in September right now, hi, listen, it's me from the past. You should really call that person you've been avoiding calling. I'm going to start a false crime podcast where I explain crimes that never actually happened. I'm going to do the crimes you explain, forcing you into having a true crime podcast. Why does this already feel like a show that exists? I'm bummed the Hawk Tua era is over. I had a real zinger of a dad joke. Well, go on, Spill. Man, this is what makes people laugh lately? It's sleep-inducing levels of boring. Hawk Tua, more like honk shua. Yeah.
Suck out your brain. Oh. There's nothing. There's nothing. Oh no, I'm going to starve. Oh no.
An American eats 2 million pizzas every day.
Which American?
Pizza Georg. I wonder what this 200-year-old salamander thinks about.
Nutrients.
I could escape the narrative, actually. Rip to the rest of you, but I'm gonna get out of here. Scrolling through YouTube videos is wild because I'll see a video titled, Why You Should Use Netherstar-Backed Currencies in Minecraft. Then a few days later, I'll see why you shouldn't use Netherstar-backed currencies. And then a few days later, why Minecraft currency videos miss the point. It's like, damn, there's a lot of debate happening that I'm only tangentially aware of. I have that relationship with some video essayists on the fucking Zelda timeline, where one would be like, this is a major update to the Zelda timeline, and then someone would be like, this update doesn't even matter to the timeline, and then a third video will come out. It's like, The Legend of Zelda is about legends and not timelines. I'm like, all right, guys. For some reason, I've been calling myself a little baby bitch whenever I mess something up. It's not even self-deprecation. I just do this stuff whenever I mildly struggle. Like a little baby bitch.
What if Blorbo from my shows was Blorbo from real life?
That'd be crazy. Why would anyone want their characters to come to life?
Heated blankets aren't enough. Throw me into the sun.
Icarus, you did not.
Supposed to have 10K to me.
No, please. I ask for so little. Children in horror movies are great because they commit. Trying to get an adult to scream in terror requires them to unlearn all the societal teachings that tell them not to be loud or startling. Children are ready to put 110% of their lung capacity into making a noise at any time. Man, I miss those days.
Slime girl bondage? Oh.
My body is a machine that turns normal situations into psychological horror. Ah, I see you're a fellow anxiety haver as well. In the movie Minions 2015, Scarlet Overkill claims that one of the minions would go to heaven after she kills him. This is a minor error, as it is objectively impossible for both the minions and a loving God to exist in the same universe. I mean, I don't know, but you're right. Anyone asking about my politics in 2026, like,
my politics or whatever this is. This seems much better.
U.S. Americans living in houses made out of paper set an impossible standard of masculinity for angry men in other countries. Koyele, French Kyle, downing a nicotine Red Bull and attempting to put a hole through the 1,000-year-old cobblestone wall in his bedroom. You know, this issue came to light when in Jersey Shore Family Vacation, when the gang went to Italy, and fuckhead Mike slammed his head into an 800-year-old concrete wall full speed, expecting it to be upstate New York plywood, and got a neck injury and looked like this for the rest of the season. I guess that's what happens when your name is fuckhead Mike.
Not water. Gives grape soda.
Didn't Jesus do something similar to that? He's back. In soda fountain form. Fanta di Cristo. This casually resting my limp wrist against the hilt of my sword pose is so slutty. Okay, whore. Have you ever worn a sword on your hip like this? This pose is literally the most comfortable position to put your hand. Conclusion. Swords make you slutty. And I mean this in the most positive way possible. Too much Undertale Deltarune content has me playing other games and thinking, well, naturally, at some point, they must address the separation between player and player character, their status as a vessel, and the inherent unfairness of having us control their life, right? As if that's just a normal thing for video games to contain. Do you think Mario resents me for making him drive a go-kart? Do you think the Bandicoot does not want to crash into things? I'm going to write my post at a Dutch angle to convey my ongoing descent into madness. Hey, what if I just, Yeah, there we go. Let me guess. You want me to teach Dragon Ascent to your Pokemon, am I correct? You don't seem to have Rayquaza, the only Pokemon that can learn Dragon Ascent. Oh, so this guy's purpose in life is to hang out in a Pokemon Center on Pony Island and tutor one move that only one Pokemon can learn. A legendary post-game Pokemon from Hoenn 1/4 generations ago. And that Pokemon naturally knows that move anyway. Well, fuck me, I'm getting a new job. I'll be standing in Dunkin' Donuts on Staten Island tutoring Spanish, but only if you're early 19th Venezuelan military leader, Seymour Bolivar. I think this also just makes me realize that the Pokemon universe is kind of fucking stupid sometimes, am I right?
What? You want me to throw it? You did bring it back. Okay, Ronnie, ready? Oh! Oh, yeah! Let's see if she comes back. Oh, shit. Wait. Wait. Wait! Good girl.
I just learned about dopamine decor and I feel crazy.
Dopamine decor is the idea of decorating your space in a way that makes you feel good. The dopamine decor trend emerged on TikTok as in
TikTok people are just now discovering you could put things in your living space that you like. Guys!
Every TikTok is like, have you heard of the Saturday theory? And then it's like, people like to have fun on Saturdays.
Do TikTok people just not like have parents or guardians that could just tell them about normal shit? You know, it's really annoying to get advertised to. And in this specific instance, while listening to music, and you aren't going to catch me paying for Spotify or YouTube Music or anything like that. And typically, I can avoid it by nature of owning many CDs. But recently, in probably my weirdest move to date, I've begun using the Project Sekai Colorful Stage music video editor to be able to listen to those songs without ads. And like, am I cooked or genius here? Real question. Sometimes the greatest geniuses were already cooked from the start.
You know, the government has to deal with printer companies to put near invisible yellow dots in every document on a home printer that can be scanned to say when it was printed, what model, and the serial number of the printer that have been doing it since the 1980s. Sounds like something an insane conspiracy theorist would say, but it's completely true. I'm sure I can understand the security reasons for this, but I don't like it.
The existence of a safe word also implies the existence of a danger word that you can use to instantly turn any sexual event
into a combat encounter.
Yeah, it's 3.
Roll for initiative.
Every time someone says, hey, how are you? And I say, good, and forget to add the how about you, I feel like I've missed a QuickTime event.
And now they hate me. Yes, we're all very impressed with the depth of your research. Your 27 citations in 2 sentences, however, goes past impressive and becomes your historical article looks like the goddamn Warrior Cats wiki page for Firestar.
Oh, you meant that literally.
Goddamn, Warrior Cats fandom, you good?
Tragic. When a thing gets hate for being woke trash and you look into it, and it's not even that woke. Like, come on, man, I was promised monocle-popping gay commie propaganda. And this is just a video game with a woman in it. She doesn't even have blue hair.
Bruh, AU where Sauron literally pours all of his cruelty and malice and will to dominate all life into the One Ring, and then just fucking stares at it for 5 seconds before dropping it on the ground and leaving because without all that stuff, he's nice now.
I need this.
So, like, I went to the forest that makes you have, like, multiple pronouns and, like, accidentally attached some poison ivy there. Now I'm itchy.
Oh, come the fuck on. Did you know Holy Grail is short for Holy Grind Rail? A technique Jesus used to get around Jerusalem quickly. Jesus being a carpenter is actually a common misinterpretation of the text. He shredded a different kind of board.
This is so youth pastory.
If your youth pastor is telling you about the Holy Grail, you are probably being indoctrinated by the Knights Templar.
Hey, if we get to skateboard everywhere, I'm fucking in.
The problem with the whole listen to your body thing is my body is always telling me it's a great time to get cozy in bed.
Except critically, at bedtime.
Ravings and urges get miscoded over time. Let's say you're thirsty and you live in a strawberry field. Strawberries contain some water and a bunch of sugar. So, over time, you may start to crave strawberries when you're thirsty because you get a reward and some relief in shorter time from the need starting than the trek to the stream. This can happen for every need. Sleep, food, whatever. Trevor Noah has a great tip that when he craves ice cream at night, he breaks it down into parts. I want something cold. I want something sweet. He drinks a glass of ice cold water, then waits to see if he still has the ice cream craving. Usually, he doesn't. So listening to your body isn't follow every urge, but decompose the urge to discover the underlying need. If you always feel like getting cozy in bed, you may be cold, dehydrated, and or malnourished. Maybe a need for high calories that are bioaccessible, not processed. If you do not feel tired at bedtime, you may need to eat dinner earlier because your body is still digesting, need to exercise, or go outside more during the day. Get the fuck off your screen for an hour so your brain can enter sleep mode. Hope this helps someone. P.S. Notice I said nothing about neurodivergence. Not that it's a likelihood, but the overpathologization of behaviors prevents us from taking simple actions to improve our well-being. Also, these tips are pretty accessible and applicable to most brain variations.
Everyone needs to know, at least a little, neuroscience.
Thoughts on women?
I've gotten better at dodging their acid attacks.
Have you? I guess we'll see.
In a hoarse accent. Help. The horse equivalent of being lost in this house. What the fuck is a horse accent? When I was a toddler, I thought God was an imperceivable web of white pulsing membrane stretched over itself a million times, and I thought he lived inside the wooden pulpit at my church. Do you want to, start a cult? I'm sorry if I'm being too forward.
In general, how do you feel about Discord integrating AI features? We'd love to hear your overall thoughts and any concerns you might have.
I hate it, and I would genuinely start using carrier pigeons instead. I'm so fucking over it.
Oh, so you'd rather use eugenics on animals and abuse them instead?
I was about to get violent, then I saw the handle. I'm fucking crying, man. This is a very risky account to have on Tumblr. Godspeed. Someone just literally interrupted me mid-conversation to tell me, what wonderful big dark eyes I've got. And on one hand, extremely flattering that she couldn't even wait until the end of my sentence to comment on this. On the other hand, did she have to say it like I'm the big bad wolf? You might be.
Would you rather use the app, smiley face?
I cannot begin to describe how much I wouldn't.
Too much movement makes your joints hurt, and too little movement also makes your joints hurt. This would imply that there's an optimal amount of movement that allows your joints to not hurt. This is a lie. The moment you are born, your joints are hurt. That's why babies always cry. We were critiquing character designs in class today when there was a really good one, and someone turned to the artist, holding their laptop, the screen of which just said, wood, in big trackpad drawn letters. I mean, that's how you know you did a good job, right? Right? At least that's what the internet tells me about mine.
Is that a baby?
Is that a baby?
それは赤ちゃんですか?
Has it been canonically determined if the Kool-Aid Man is the picture or the juice yet? According to Wikipedia, canonically, he is the pitcher. He is traditionally filled with tropical punch Kool-Aid, but originally was filled with cherry Kool-Aid. However, he does appear to have some kind of magical effects on liquids, as the Kool-Aid stored inside him is more refreshing and hydrating than normal Kool-Aid. and his tears can apparently cause the dead to reincarnate.
Man, Kool-Aid lore is deep. Sorry, what was that bit about his tears? Oh yeah, there was a time his tears brought Mr. Peanut back from the dead. But as a baby. No big deal. Who is the baby, Mr. Kool-Aid or the Peanut Man?
Mr. Peanut, with the unfortunate marketing name, Baby Nut.
You heard it. Person in Discord server who also uses uniquely colored hearts. We should team up. Our reign of yellow and whatever you use will be unstoppable. We could kill God. The music needs to be louder than my thoughts. Headache. I tried to microwave Mickey Mouse to make a statement on corporate greed, but I accidentally grabbed the Kingdom Hearts version of him out of my unethically small cage of Mickeys. Now he's flipping around dodging the beams like Yoda fucked it ain't. I couldn't even finish without breaking.
Hi, I imagine someone misreading your post and falling to their death in an empty grain silo as a result. Can you change the post to be about grain silo safety? Thanks. Born to ride dragons, forced to meet deadlines. Just let me be.
At a party yesterday, and with absolutely zero prompting, someone I've talked to once before asked,
So what's the difference between a witch and a wizard?
What followed was a once-in-a-generation autism event of cataclysmic proportion. And then you think the event is over. And suddenly, a fucking third-party member rolls in and says, What about warlocks? And then we have to start all over again! Less magic schools, more magic universities. Unlearn the simplified models of your secondary education. Discover how to reference scrolls written by a wizard possessed by a different wizard. Identify bias in the voices that whisper from beyond the veil. Have your institution be accused of promoting a Merlinist agenda. Become addicted to energy potions.
Start an only acolytes account to pay for tuition.
Go! It's too real. Stop it. Stop it.
Invasive species versus a second, stronger invasive species.
You know, Australia did this at one point, in intentionally releasing cats into the bush in an attempt to control the invasive rabbit population. Now we have invasive feral cats as well as invasive rabbits.
A third, even stronger invasive species will surely do the trick.
They should let us download ibuprofen for free. Please.
Autistic people of a particular flavor will master the art of expressing mundane sentiment in amusing ways because their most successful jokes as children were primarily accidental. And when you realize you have that spark of a weirdo, it's just a matter of intentionality and comic linguistic optimization to make yourself a regular sayer of things in funny ways.
Maybe you're just hot.
I mean, it helps also.
Capitalism breeds innovation.
Girl, there are only 5 websites left, and they all look the same.
Capitalism could have breed a trans girl and a choker, much less innovation.
Please let your voice shine, gorgeous.
Inside of your butt is warm enough to hard-boil an egg. Oh, no, I'm not falling for this one again.
What?
Shout out to anthropomorphic snakes in animated movies doing poses that would normally require arms by creatively using their coils as arms instead. This is what it's all about.
Want to be clear that if I ever talk about a headcanon, and then later discuss a headcanon that is directly contradictory to the first one, that's because headcanons exist in a quantum state where they're all simultaneously true and not true, up until the point where I discuss it in detail, in which case that is the one that is true in that instance. Schrodinger's headcanons.
Why are you, someone in their 30s, still on Tumblr?
Oh, so you think you're gonna be normal when you're my age? You think you're gonna be cured? You think the witch's curse will have been lifted by then? Come on now. You'll have gray streaks in your hair and some small wrinkles in your eyes, but guess what? You'll still be reblogging Super Hulock or playing Pokemon. Like, why are mobile games allowed to lie about what they are in ads? Wasn't that, like, illegal at one point?
Nothing is illegal in the cyber world.
Let me out of the fucking cyber world!
Literally every sleep advice pamphlet or website.
Don't do things before bedtime. No reading, no video games, don't watch TV. Nothing stimulating at all within 2 hours of going to bed.
Me and ADHD. You fools.
You buffoons. I can't even imagine 1 minute without stimulation. I will die before following this advice, and that is a threat! Let me tell you something, Chad, about ADHD. You want to know how fucking fucked up a neurodivergent quirk it is? Coffee makes me sleepy! But I also needed to wake up! What? Gothic horror is when there's a location. Cosmic horror is when there's an unauthorized fucking thing. Folk horror is when you're outside. My beautiful baby, who I'm naming Untitled Document. I can't seem to find my baby. But why? Me when I see a picture of the character. Me, but not like in a fictional crush way, just like a mental illness way. Stealing your tags, Brave, you get it. And now, a moment with cishet white male official. I saw someone with blue hair and genuinely started shaking. What if they infect me with homo? Guys, infect him with the homo. Oh, no, stop! You're turning me into a Yuri! And thus he became a singular Yuri.
Look how beautiful she is in the morning light. So breathtaking, so stunning. She is baby, and she is queen. And she has no idea what she will be seen. God, I'm tired.
What if your doppelganger loved being you more than you ever loved being yourself? They're better at being you, and everyone loves them and feels almost selfish to want your life back. I want clone horror, but the horror that is the thing trying to replace you is also the person you always wanted to be. And it is imperative that it ends with killing the better version of yourself with your bare hands, by the way. Wait, Stone Dust, you good? You good? That's a fire idea, but you good? I think sometimes a woman wants to fantasize about a big, strong man who will protect her, and sometimes she wants a sad, scared, wet puppy of a man that she can protect. And sometimes both of these men are the same person. My emperor is fine. Your emperor has commissioned over 8,000 life-size terracotta soldiers and buried them facing east, in the direction of his recently conquered enemies, in the hope that they will protect him in the afterlife. Hey, delete this immediately. I'm not paranoid. You're paranoid. What a paranoid desperate with innocent blood on his hands construct a bunch of secret underground passageways under his place to avoid the prying eyes of the living and the dead. If anything, it just proves how intelligent and rational I am, because no one can be sure of where I am at any given time. Being in a constant state of heightened vigilance is the best way to avoid the assassins who are 100% real and 100% out to get me.
I think something's off about him, guys. I think we could reform Pangea if we all tried hard enough.
If we all just got in the water and pushed.
When I said I was going to watch Megamind last night, my roommate told me about how the surround sound in the theater where they saw it was so good, they thought the random citizen was in the audience behind them. And so they got very scared when Metro Man responded. I had the same experience. I went from slightly annoyed to delighted in a split second. I was installing Debian yesterday, and my cat decided to help. I trust him. Let him assist.
I just used this vanilla body wash with Greek yogurt I found, and it smells amazing, and I really want to taste it. I mean, the bottle doesn't say do not eat on it, and even if it did, I am a human, and I do not take orders from a bottle. I've made a huge mistake.
Oh, rest in peace, Tumblr user Fart Gallery.
Died and came back as a cowboy. I call that reincarnation. Isekai, motherfucker. Alright, steak grilled cheese with tomato soup and potato wedges, okay? Woo! Hell yeah! Peasant-ass meal and it's delicious!
When I clicked the link about Lego partnering with Crocs, I had some ideas of what that might look like, but I was not prepared. I was not prepared at all. We're one step closer to Knuckles' shoes being real. I think it's hilarious that hands down the worst way to learn magic is the actual rulebook. Please do not read that. It's just there for reference when something weird happens. Paul said I know her about Magic the Gathering, but I have to check to make sure OP isn't living in a way doper world than me.
Reach within to your local dirt, and you may find a friend. And boy, seeing this post is like seeing an old friend. How are you, little guy? A young man asks the sage why there are no longer dragons. The old man says,
They're long enough. Ba-da-da.
Behold, non-stick cooking spray, non-spray cooking stick, non-cooking spray stick, and non-spray stick cooking. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. If you washed any clothes recently, this is a friendly reminder to put them on a chair, and then on the bed, and then on the chair, and then on the bed, and then on the chair, and then... I will never get over the fact that kernel-level anti-cheat exists. Yeah, we have a cool toy. You only get to play with it if you allow us total control over your personhood. But it's very shiny, and all your friends are already playing. Woo-woo. Your average pineapple, peeled and cut, makes about 4.5 cups, or 36 ounces of pineapple chunks. Cans of pineapples come in a variety of sizes, the most common being 20 ounce and 46 ounce, meaning a single pineapple generally won't fill up a single can perfectly. Which means every time you eat a pineapple from a can, somewhere, someone else has the can that has the rest of that same pineapple. Meaning you can share a single fruit with a stranger from hundreds of miles away. And I think that's beautiful. How much sleep are you getting? Not enough, my guy. Not enough.
Jojo. That's right. You know your name. You know who you are. You know what you are. But the question is, do you know what I am? Oh, you don't, do you? That's what I thought. Go to school.
They should make a sequel to Children of the Corn and call it Children of the Corn 2. Corn on the Macabre. I said it correctly. How embarrassing would it have been if I said corn on the macabre? So, Nina Tucker was 4 years old in 1914. That means she was born in 1910. Guess what year in the Chinese zodiac that happened to be? Why did you think you needed to do this? Symbol. I refuse to suffer alone, so I'm dragging everyone down in this fandom with me. Well, wait. Why is the well waiting?
It's hungry. Timmy will soon approach. The well is patient.
Today I learned only 64 to 77% of people experience a headache at some point in their lives. If you're one of the lucky 23 to 36%, turn on your location so I can bonk you over the head with a table lamp and teach you what it feels like to be a mortal like the rest of us. This is how we should redefine the term, the elite. You are the elven lunch. I'm literally at my desk. Hashtag misinformation. Notice how your desk is an elven plate? Strange, isn't it? If Bowser kidnapped my wife, I would not be saying wahoo, no matter how fun the jump was. Ayo, what's his wife business? Nobody calls him Prince Consort Mario. If Bowser kidnapped my plumbing client, I would be saying wahoo as long as those hours were billable. We might need to look at those contracts, though. I think Peach is just paying Mario and cake. And I mean the food. Put the keyboard down. I'm finally launching! Edit. Thanks to everyone for the honest feedback. Just to be clear, here's a brand new sentence for you. No, this book does not contain gay minotaur sex. Not even a little bit. I'm going back to the drawing board with my artist tomorrow, and we're going to make a cover that conveys more accurately the precise amount of hot minotaur sex in this novel, which again is 0. Edit 2. Apparently, I also owe an apology to the small but vocal contingent who really wanted this to be minotaur smut. Sorry to let you down. This is why you can't judge a book by its cover, because sometimes the author's vision is delusional. For anyone wondering what Wild Rabbit could be writing about, if not minotaur smut, book overview. The true story-ish of what really happened to America's most infamous thief. Mere minutes after completing his legendary robbery, the man known to history as D.B. Cooper finds himself inside a strange underground maze full of magic and monsters.
armed only with his wits, a half-loaded .22 revolver, and $200,000 in unmarked, non-consecutive $100 bills. There is literally no way I could have guessed what this book would be about.
Not gonna lie, kinda wanna fucking read it. I'm like a plant with the way that I need water and sunlight, and that if someone takes care of me, I can get quite pretty. Satoshi-kun, you might be one of the chosen humans.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
That feeling when you're fucking tired of being the main protagonist of a franchise that refuses to die? And they didn't even stop here. They made so many more with Ash after this. I must say that I really do like it when Reddit users look through other Redditors' post history so they can do violence to them.
Interesting coming from a guy who doesn't know what asparagus is.
God damn! Reverse gaslighting where I pretend to know exactly what you are talking about.
Auditory processing disorder.
Oh, shit.
Parky children, many have hobbies. No, we're too busy defending you all from falling rubble.
You're not doing a very good job.
Stop moving out from under my protective barrier.
A spoon's only objective in life is to make soup go upwards. And it knows this. That's why when you put one under a running tap, it blasts the water way high. The spoon thinks there's suddenly tons of soup to deal with and it freaks out. This is how Greek philosophers used to think. Just saw a post complaining about how hard it is to find ADHD resources for adults, and one of the comments said, TikTok has a lot of ADHD tips. As if telling someone with ADHD to enter the algorithmic quicksand of perpetual dopamine hits isn't the most insane thing you could suggest for someone with ADHD.
It's hard to find ADHD resources for adults.
Have you tried the misinformation vortex? It'll destroy your life forever.
Stop treating killing dragons as this act of bravery and valor. Maybe you should be kissing and loving the dragons instead, and be more niceys and kiss and take us out on a date and kiss.
Meow at a Linux user. It meows back.
Haha, we're friends.
OC that starts as a representation of yourself to the completely different character with their own personality pipeline. OC that was not supposed to be like you at all goes down the representation of the deepest parts of your soul pipeline. Yeah. Imposter syndrome is so funny. Like, fuck, I hope nobody finds out I'm tricking people into thinking I'm competent by knowing things and doing them. Oh, no. And finally, from low polyanimals, behold, the crypt rat from old school RuneScape.
You telling me this guy's voicing Mario?
Well, hello, gamers. Thank you so much for watching. You never thought you'd see a rat go, let's go now, did you? If you enjoyed the video, do a like, comment, and subscribe.
Do you think you would have the willpower to sit down and read Wild Rabbit's book? Let me know in the comments.
Speaking of books... Okay, that's it.
I'll see you guys later.
What did I do a decade?
All right, Jojo, it's time for you to show you the people what you can do. Jojo, show me your stand. Show me your stand, Jojo. Yeah! You earned that.